Hi. You know, before I met you, after fighting nearly... But now you've taken me this far.
Fine day for a bat. The ships are loading now for Sheer. Are you ready to board? Right away.
Agarth, you know better than any of us how this will end. Why must we fight a war that you know we will not win?
You would still ask that to Lara, after all you've seen.
Until I get an answer, Fate Weaver. Until then.
Why do we fight? Because there is hope. Because only through battle can we break the chains that fate has forged. Don't you see? We have been given a chance. And though some of us will die, we will die knowing that our lives were finally our own. That we are no longer slaves to the whims of fate. Would you throw it away? Just for fear of another defeat? Not I. I will fight. And if I die knowing that I have made a choice. And this choice, for good or for ill, was my own.
Last Tuatha, I fought some of the damn Niscari.
The great general is not exactly the heroes of legend, but you're a welcome sight nonetheless. Likely you've come to see the fortress before it falls. I've seen her stand for the last 10 years, but the end, I think, has found. Our scouts report that the Tuatha are massing, and in their wake we've seen it. The Niskaru Lord, Baelor, has come for Sheer at last. Indeed, they expect us to hide behind the walls of Sheer. Instead, we'll rush the field and delay the Baelor's... Malwyn is the commander of the Tuatha forces, and likely the one who has made a pact with the Baelor. You and Talera will be part of an effort to kill him. If we can kill Witch Knight Malwyn, then the Baelor may run rampant in the field, and in the chaos we can rout the Tuatha. It is much to hope for, but that's the plan. Soon. I know you're eager, but take a moment to make sure you're ready. Check. When you're ready, come meet me by the gates.
I've been up for days.
Commander O'Wyglen wants to talk before we leave. Witch Knight Malwyn and his forces bested me 10 years ago, and I've been preparing myself since then. Come on, the commander's waiting for us.
What is it? Time is running out! Steel yourselves. The battle is not to be taken. Then let us go. When they enter the courtyard, you and Talera will use the distraction to...
Our hunt for Malwyn can now begin in earnest. I will take one path and you another. If a Wygland's troops hold, then Malwyn will be delayed at the outer wall. Now, we must get moving.
We can't let those Tuatha reach our archers. Go! I hope we'll be there to see it. If... Tuatha came fast. We held them back, but I'm the last one left.
Again. Someone's got to make sure these ladders stay down.
Finally, some reinforcements. We tried to fight off the Tuatha, but they took most of us. You could get in amongst them, silently, if possible.
This is our chance, before they can regain control of the creature! Ah! Theoden, guide my hand. For Rathir! This ends here!
You've got to destroy Baelor before it tears this place apart. I know, child. Everything seemed still in that moment when she struck the Baelor, but her sacrifice won't mean...
Are you reporting in? Good luck to you.
Tuatha. They're gone. After 10 years. I can't believe they're finally gone. We lost many, but we all knew the risk. I almost joined them. I looked up, and all I saw was the silhouette of you on top of that beast. But I never saw the general. I'd like to personally thank her. Then the rumors of her dishonor will finally be silenced. She gave everything to us. When we rebuild these walls, we'll name them after General Talera. Her memory... But she never would have been here had you not delivered her to us. It can never be enough, but we freed the city. But the Tuatha still hold most of Cluricon. Clearing them out isn't going to be easy, but we might have help. Perhaps the hero of Mel Senshir can convince them. Our soldiers are doing their best out there, but it's still a nightmare. Watch out for those red-eyed
Allies can
bastards.
come from the strangest places.
When the Greater looking to restock, Illinois. Doldran has what you need.
I'm back again.
Keep walking.
The Tuatha lines have broken. Please, forgive my melancholy. I am Adrian Tyr, and I owe you my thanks. I was dead, or I should have been at least, if it were not for a Varani mercenary. He fought like a demon, and I was able to escape. The poor man was not so fortunate. It shames me, but I once held such mercenaries in great disdain. But this man, whoever he was cut off and surrounded. However, his body must lie somewhere in Cursewood. Farewell.
Well met.
Our soldiers are doing their best. Watch out for... those red-eyed... bastards.
Well met. It's time to celebrate. The Balor's dead and... No, not Tak. Damn the Tuatha! Damn them to the fires! This isn't how it was supposed to happen. I knew he was in Cursewood, but they must have been in the path of the Balor. They were trying to shield us.
I worked hard to get to the front. Greetings, hero. How may...
Greetings. Give your armor to Tarek Smith for repairs, and he'll give it back better than new.
Honor to you, champion. I watched from the battle's van. You have earned great glory. If you have a moment, could I... Since the battle, several of my men have asked for the chance. You slew Malwyn and destroyed the... 5 of our greatest fighters have asked, and if you accept, they will each face... Excellent. Your first challenger. This should prove in. Go with Lyria. That last fight within Iron was prepared for your next challenge? Your next challenger is Tarek Smith. Go with Lyria. You certainly didn't put... Saphedra Will is next. Saphedra is... Go with Lyria. You handled Saphedra readily enough. Perhaps Adrian Tyr survived alone 3 times when his company to a... It will take the force of God to bring... Go with Lyria. Adrian fell harder than I thought he would. Your final challenger is my sister, Ragnar. She is the finest. She will bury her sword in your heart if you want. Go with Lyria. One by one, the greatest of the Alfar have... I am Bronwyn Aurelia Sen, the first sword of the Alfar. Let us see what you are truly made. Go with Lyria. You are worthy of honor, warrior. Take this. Tilera herself granted me this blade for the slaying of the Tuatha champions. The Alfar honor you, champion. May the Tuatha fear your... Go with Lyria.
You're all... She's here, you know. Death. I've seen her. She's like, please, don't let her eat my eyes. Oh, she's a great dark crow with 1,000 needle beaks. We're all beggars. Dead already and begging for the end. But you're no beggar at all. You're the scarecrow, aren't you? I can see it, all around you. You're not like us, you're not like I am. I dream of her. She takes me beneath the tower and she... Don't let her take me there, please. Don't let her open me up. I don't want to see what's inside. That's where she keeps her nest. Don't go there. It's dangerous. Don't go. Don't leave me.
Off into the swamps, I assume? None that would be of any help. After a decade, but if there are any out there, I'm sure they'll be looking for you. Just keep your eye on your way.
Any luck out there? They're fighting the Tuatha, right? Since you're the one who defeated... I'll meet you in Mel Senshir.
You! Stop! State your business!
Keep your hands off me, fool. I know you. You're the one who slew the Bale. I command the Ariad. My men are scouting the Tuatha's retreat. Though I fear I may have lost even them. They are overdue. My men are never late. In fact, if you are venturing out into the forest, 3 of my men are missing. If you did warrior to warrior, I would be in your debt. And if it would sweeten the farewell.
Hail.
It's me. You did me a good turn in Rathir, don't you remember? Seems I'm cut out for this sort of thing. They're calling me a hero, if you can believe it. I still can hardly believe it myself. Sent up a beacon as I held them off until reinforcements... I reckon I owe you, and this talisman.
It is a pleasure to meet the Siegebreaker. I am Sidon the Outcast, Prince in exile of the House of Sorrow. I see the hesitation in your eyes. Although I am Fae of the Winter Court, you went indeed. You accomplished a great... Before striking the heart, you must trim the fat and cleave. If you wish to put an end to Gadflow's reign, meet my brethren and me at Foe's Hearth. I'd rather not talk here. Travel to the old ruins at Foe's Hearth. We'll meet you inside. Be careful. These...
You go ahead. It's been some time since Sidon and I had a chance to talk.
Indeed, Agar. I hear on the winds that you laid down your sword and drowned yourself in drink when you learned the ways of fate. And yet here you are, sword in hand, again the victor. How is this? Do the winds lie to me?
It's a long tale. It started when I sobered up long enough to go bury a friend of mine in Alistar Tower. Or rather, that's what I had planned to do.
It was a time of change. The cycles of the seasons turned as ever. But inside the bones of the earth, there lurked a cold. It was not the cold of winter. Beside the houses of sorrows, pride and vengeance, a new turmoil fomented. A magic hitherto unseen.
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, the earth at their feet lasted longer. It sapped their strength, their life, their flesh.
doing out here? Tell him I'll be along shortly. I've got some, by unfinished business, I mean Deadeye, Tuatha assassin. The two of us just crossed paths here in the... You're the hero of Mel Senshir, right? Deadeye's inside. But you can venture into Shattertear and hunt the hunter, so to speak. Judging from the amount of blood I've seen, which means gutting the monster will be all the more risky. Farewell. Deadeye is finished then. And now I best return to Cap. Goodbye.
A group of Winter Fae, called the House of Sorrows, have built their lives around the Midden. They feed and tend the bodies there, and sanctify the ground with what dead they bring. It is they who preserve the culture of our people, and make this the cradle of winter. For their part, they have been given a beacon, a small sapling of white bark and red leaves, growing from the bodies in the Midden. They call it the Hallowed Tree.
I have waited some time for you to come, Siegebreaker, and it seems that my patience has... The House of Sorrows has need of your might. Aid us, and you will earn a strong ally in the war against the Tuatha. Like your Alfar allies, we Winter Fae suffer under the... But it is a difficult position we are in, mortal. The Fae are not like your kind. We have... It is not a simple task I ask of you. I have only approached you because you go to the Midden and find the place called the Proving Halls. This Hearthstone will grant you access.
Greetings, stranger. The hero of Melsenshire? We couldn't have picked a worse time to travel in the drowned forest. It's all these damn Mergen. They're filling the swamp and tearing my men to pieces. If you could lend us a hand and destroy any Banshane... Thank you. Find the Banshane and destroy them. The Banshane to... They're spawning so many Mergen. Take heed.
I discovered the greatest heights of magical power. I achieved everything and anything I desired, except to find one of them again. And inevitably, someone would remind me through their ugliness that somewhere, something as beautiful and perfect as that divine spirit existed. People will hurt you. People will try to use you. But this thing was different. Yes, I could trust it, and it would protect me from the callousness of others.
So few of the Winter Court left to stand against the Tuatha.
It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. As the Tuatha have learned. We've made sure of it. So I did. We are the bitter we have refused to bend knee to Gadflow or his god. Our numbers are few. The once noble houses of sorrow, pride, and vengeance have all fallen under Gadflow's sway. Until they're freed, the Tuatha's ranks will continue to swell with the faithful. Blind him, cut out his tongue, draw the venom from our land. Only then will we be able to The Tuatha have built Prismere chantries across Gluricon. From here, Gadflow rallies the faithful, preaches the word of Tirnoch. Destroy these chantries and disrupt Gadflow's ability to infect this land. Without Gadflow, when this is done, we'll take you to Ventrinio. He can help you breach Alabastra. There are 3 of them, to the south and east. Kill their guards, then Gadflow will try to stop you, but it's just a harmless projection. He can't go now. Break the tyrant's grip. Milo, at your service. Milo, at your service.
Solemn, solemn, hallowed tree, glory to the graveyard be. Far from forests of the west, do the dying have this rest.
And so you have come, whether to aid the house or rain punishment on the... To assuage your confusion, I am Bizarane, king of the house. During your trial... This is about you, of course. You are the only... But do not think such an offer is given out of honor or respect for you. What drives me... What you do is of no concern to me. What I hope to have... I have locked the way behind you. I can tell you no more, other...
Mortal, the beast will kill me if you do not help. I do not know. The mitten, it has... Wait, what was that? It is here.
So you have completed your first trial. You killed the creature that was chasing that woman. Why? It would be at great fault if I did not know something of you, the mysterious... Your lack of fate is intriguing, I will admit. And although it is why I summoned you, ahead you will find a Fae of Sorrows.
Are you the mortal that Bizarrain has brought to aid us? Thank mercy I have been poisoned. But now that you are here, you can kill me. I do not know, but we are weaker now. We are prone. I could have walked from this once, but now I do not know. It must have been him. He does whatever he cares with his subordinates. It was Bizarrain. He was meant to save us from the Tuatha, to preserve our oldest traditions. He was meant to save. Please, mortal. I know it's strange, but the Fae are not like you. I will rise once more in time, but thank you for ending this.
Is something you readily deliver, it seems. But did that Fae die as a result of your mercy or your barbarity? I lead a court of Winter Fae who wish to free these lands from the Tuatha. You have demonstrated substantial worth. You have reached this chamber at last. The time of trial is over. The House of Sorrows has always held a precarious position in this world. You think you have broken the Tuatha's grip on Cluracan. You have not. Even now, the Winter Fae and the House of Sorrows are subject to their malice. The House of Sorrows has always existed to preserve and maintain the oldest traditions of winter. We are the essence of these Fae. The House holds an authority among the Fae that the Tuatha have always coveted. Now, we must conclude your trial. Ready your weapon. You are to strike me down. What you need to do and why you must do it are two very different matters, mortal. I deal in instruction, nor could you have fought me if you had chosen to do so. What you see before you is but an apparition. Now that your trial has concluded, come with me. The Tuatha have yet to break down. The house is poised to collapse from the Tuatha's dissension and destruction, and I need one to help us. Your reactions were real, but the Fae with whom you interacted, Tybri, Kadarok, they were but apparitions of the Fae you will come to know in this. As facsimiles, the apparitions were appropriate enough. But then welcome to our ranks, mortal. The Heartstone I gave you at the start of the trials will come. Join me at the House of Sorrows. I will show you. If we are to discuss the plight of the house, I will do so at his heart. Come, meet. Speak. Speak. I have a task for you. Of late, there are many in this house who have come to view my as such, there is need of someone unbiased by our houses. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. Let us stop their next blow. You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with us, as they have with the Alfar, our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convictions. For all our years of struggle, we know only this: that our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy... We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. But I have a lead which you... Attender, Katarok, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. I suspect Saturnin's influence. Bring Tybri to the body of Katarok's victim. Though dead, the Sorrows will remain on the corpse. The Sorrows can... There is a tender named Katarok. I want you to find him and put an end to him. For if he is not...
Mortal, there is something that requires... You have been to the Midden, yes? The sacred ground being desecrated by the corpses of your... The nature of my request is not something the Midden needs, but something the corpses of your brethren have been thrown into the Midden as a declaration of... Their corruption and rot have drawn an ancient Lianshi Mithgra from slumber. She gluts herself on the body. You cannot hope to solve the problem with it. Searching will yield no quarry. So you must be cunning. If we cannot find fresh corpses, the ones Mithgra prefers to eat, and cremate them, with great difficulty, but with some cunning. Locate any fresh corpse. Make haste.
Speak.
Greetings, mortal. I am a tender of the Midden. I have been instructed to offer you what... Remember.
So another mortal approaches, even as this one. But my desire to extinguish mortal life has yet to be satiated. I'm afraid I cannot grant you the courtesy of... Prepare yourself! I have marked you for my next duel, mortal. Do not keep me waiting. Enough of this farce. I have fought more than enough mortals on your terms, on your ground. We will finish this fight in my hollow, Tyne Hill.
You did it! What no one else has done. You act... It is much to ask, but none in our camp have been able to stand against him. We don't know. He's not Tuatha, but he damn near... There's some sick point he means to prove by gutting us. And those he does... Please, we're scouts, not seasoned fighters. We can't complete our mission, thank the gods. If he called you to time... But be warned, this Fae uses magic, or worse. There are those that fall to the headsman, but then there are... Find the headsman. Bring him to...
Praise be to Mitharu, and may his blessing be upon you. I have accompanied these noble Alpha in peace, and I would make use of you in my mission, if you are willing. The world needs to know how many of Mitharu's children gave their lives to... You will find an earring upon each soldier who has been slain. I'm glad to have your help. The soldiers, their bodies are strewn. Collect the earrings from them, and I will give you what I can. Thank you for this, Wanderer. Go with the gods.
Wait a moment. You are not part of the army, are you? No matter. We are injured here and need someone fit enough to venture into the somewhere in this mess of bodies is the corpse of my former scout, Venris. All I know is that it is somewhere in the midden, along with thousands of other corpses. But you see, Venris bonded strongly with a wolf when we first arrived here. The wolf still lived. Very well. I'll release the wolf now. Without him, we have no means of singling Venris's body out from all of the others. I have released... If you follow the wolf, please, hurry! And they sleep beneath the limbs, while we sing these mourning hymns, as the dead embrace the land in the earth's embalming hand. Wooden gravestones standing tall by the sorrow's weary hall. Are the leaves now bearing fruit? Will the dead now follow suit? Are the Alfar nature's meat food the ravens meant to eat? Why do soldiers hang like tears? Why Tuatha covet fears? Hanging gallows tree, spreading baleful tyranny, ruined terror of the war, hallowed ground for nevermore.
The jester of the King of Winter, the fool who made a mockery of life, of everything, languished in a discontent. He heard the whisperings of power, felt its pulse. He saw visions of an endless winter, of a totality of nothingness. He was Gadflow, and he would follow the cycle no longer. I have waited for you, mortal. It is not the nature of my kind to anticipate. I have only just awoken in this plane, and yet I find change, chaos. The Winter Realm is racked by war, my people's magic in decline, and mortals scurry over my homeland. A travesty that I must right. One, there is an order to all things. Summer to winter, growth to rot. What has happened while I slept is an affront to nature. The Fae declining while you mortals wage open. The Winter Court is sundered. If these Tuatha care not for the natural order, then I shall restore it. Come deeper into time. And so you arrive. That you made it all the way to this chamber or perhaps I won't kill you outright. The strongest I keep on the edge of life. To use their It will. It will. I shall throw you to the...
So, you were the mortal. There were whispers. I forget myself. Bizarine has made his wishes clear, and we must do as he asked. The Midden was once a sacred place for the House of Sorrows, for all Winter Fae, where the bodies of the dead will... Our bodies do not rot as mortal corpses do. So when Saturnin placed the bodies of mortals here, they putrefied. Scavengers and beasts now roam the Midden, and the body we seek... Farewell. body is here. I must begin my work. Hold them back while... Farewell. It is done. Cadoroc's sorrows left a strong impression on the corpse. He is You should go there, but be wary. The impression... I will return to the house. With the beast beaten back, it should... The dead do not speak law. It was once a mighty fortress. But like all things, for Cadoroc to hide there, it makes little sense. Farewell.
What is it? I have felt the energies of Mithra fade to Ashara more. At least the midden will not be in danger of... As payment, take this bauble. I discovered it. Yes, yes.
Thank the gods you were able to recover the reconnaissance that... When the Tuatha tossed Venrison here, I feared all... Take this. It is not much. Farewell.
Hello once more, Wanderer. Very well. If you find you have time to look for more, go with the gods.
I can feel it. It's over. It is over then. I hate this place. That it might drive us... We don't have much to offer. Or rather, much to spare. But please, accept whatever reward we can give. Goodbye.
Greetings.
You are Bizerain's cat's paw, then? I knew he had let a mortal into the house's ranks. But this is who he sends to do his dirty work. Fie on him! You may return me to the cycle, but if you ever see your master, tell him this. He will never get his hands on the Sorrows. Aye, all of...
You have finally returned. Much has happened since you were. The house has been sundered. Not by Tuatha, but by ourselves. The house has rebelled. The other members of the house have marched against the Tuatha. I'm afraid they may have attacked Bizarine. I do not think he is dead, but we must see to him. Saturnin is watching us. I can sense it. If Bizarine is left undefended... Yes, unfortunately the doors to the house are barred from the inside. I'm capable of shadow stepping through, but I'm afraid that you, as a mortal, must take a longer route. Go through the proving halls, but be warned, Bolgan roam those corridors now. Farewell.
Speak. You have arrived as Tybri said you would. It is good that you were able to get through the proving halls unscathed, but there are greater events at work here. The house may have breathed its last. The rebels have begun a march of folly to make war on the Tuatha. As they said, they are rallying at a fortress. I sought to stay them. They ignored me. I sought to warn them. They paid no heed. For them, the war started when Saturnin wants this, mortal. Without leadership, the rebels will be easily picked off. And so it falls to you and Tybri to save them. Years ago, the House of Sorrows and the Tuatha made a pact of necessity. The house would remain free of the Tuatha, but in addition, the Tuatha demanded we appoint a more amiable, and so I was named. I became the face of our submission, and when Saturnin led the Tuatha to fight us, the house had no reason left to heed me. Saturnin has made a miscalculation in moving to kill these rebels. Namely, he did not foresee you. Saturnin will have to reveal himself in some form. Go south and learn all you can from him. I have instructed Tybri to assist you as best she can, but she is not as suited to this work as you, mortal. Look after her. They are in the Fallen Hall. Save who you can, but...
You are the one who slew the Baelor. I was at that battle as well. It was my unit that drove the Tuatha. Please, you must help me. Those Jotun will not let me survive much longer. The key to this cage is held by a Jotun rune lord, just down the... That fat bastard comes by here every morning. Please, retrieve it and get me the hell out of here. Thank you. The Jotun rune lord. Please hurry, for I have unfinished business in the keep. Good luck.
There are rumblings in the Court of Winter. There are Fae who are preaching beyond a world of rot. They fly in the face of sorrows, the cycles. They do not honor our tradition, but they are wrong. There is no winter without death. There is no growth without decay.
Faithful, a child of dust is here for death. Blesses you with her unyielding reign. No longer shall we tolerate the mortals and their vile presence in our world. Fight all your life, mortal. We will carry on when you are... So, the undying mortal from the well. Your mere existence is an abomination against all things. How can you not? A child of dust who lives after death. You were a mistake. A new way mortals found to pervert the...
that barrel of Cruddock slime died painfully. I have another favor to ask of you, hero. The Witch Knight Clarin is holed up and meet me inside so that we can hunt him. We need to go to Gennig, the keep luck. You are here. We cannot let him escape. He must die. No doubt he has surrounded himself with Jotun guards. This will not be easy. I am not sure. We must find the Witch Knight, Clarin, and defeat him. Good luck. is no time to waste. We good luck. blades, my friends, my comrades. Even seeing his broken body does nothing to lessen my anger. All of the Tuatha will suffer for their barbarity. Thank you, hero. I will return to the main Alpha army with the news of the Witch Knight's death. Until next time.
It is a dark place we have come to. I can hear the Saturnin has tainted this place. We must head deeper into the hall. Behind the great cavern there's a hole fast sealed with mighty farewell. Look, that must be the leader. That was the leader. It must have been Saturnin. And if he's heading in there, that must be where the rest of the House of Sorrows are. We have to get past this door. We need to stop him before the rebels are all killed. I cannot. I'm not a warrior like you are. If I enter alone, it will mean nothing. We must stand together against Saturnin. The seals of this hall are strong, but they can be broken. We must find the city. Farewell.
Oh, this is splendid. I was worried I would have nothing left to see to after I slaughtered these wretches. Saturnin. You use that name so freely, but your little guess is wrong. I am not Saturnin. I am but a blade that Saturnin has employed in his war. And now, that blade turns on you. You are more amusing than I originally believed. But my master has given me instructions to spare you. Saturnin has a message for you to deliver to your master.
I can scarcely believe it. All this death, all this destruction, and we have nothing to show for it. No Saturn. The Weeping King left the world with good cause. For all that is left of the House of Sorrows is ruin. We must return to Bizerain with this news. He will want to know what has happened here. Farewell.
Thank mercy it is finished.
Speak, Saturnin. This latest wound he has dealt may be fatal. He need only for us to succumb, and then he can find these sorrows. So that is what we will deny him. Let our losses harden our resolve. Where once we sought victory, we shall now seek attrition. Fae are the embodiment of magic. When a Delver takes the burden of winter from a Fae, those burdens are in the form of magic. Over centuries, these magics have been collected, contained in a secret location. The sorrows that it is a difficult magic for a mortal mind to grasp, But the accumulation of centuries of sorrows is the burden of a single lifetime of sorrows can be debilitating. Their impact can instill madness or drive. Saturnin would hold a millennium of sorrows. With them, he could obliterate an army's morale, and their location is an ancient secret. Only two Fae, the eldest, know. They left the house centuries ago to reside in Damok. The way to them is blocked by the Great Scale. A mighty you must kill beasts on the pans of the scale. Death is the only way to... They know where the sorrows, Saturnins. To reach them, one must brave the road southward to dump...
Yes?
not be alarmed, young one. I am not your enemy. Not all of the Winter Fae have joined the ranks of the Tuatha. I am awaiting the return of my She fell under the spell of the Tuatha and marched north with their... I wonder, could you help me with a small task? I need this ring placed inside. I am forbidden. When Alea fell under the spell of the Tuatha, I tried, but her belief was fanatical. She banished me from her. Thank you, mortal. Alea's hollow. There is a small altar at its bottom. I wish to show Alea that my love has remained true, and that I wait for her.
The High King Mathon ruled the bleak, silent fields of Wintertide. He kept the season as it should be. The blizzards howling, the skies filled with snow in the gloom of a long night. He purified the land under a white blanket and allowed death to end the slow decay of autumn. The woods paid homage in leaves. The waters paused at his arrival. The world revered him in a barren stillness.
Impressive, is it not? This is where the... Thank you for placing the ring, mortal. Alea will know that I remain true to her. Goodbye, mortal.
Mortals stole the secrets of magic, and now they come to take our land. But all that they find here shall be death. Mortals are born to die. In Tyrnak's name, we must... You struggle against the force of a simple army. Of course you aren't. You may be a foolish, unclean... The only solution is for you to be cleansed when Tyrnak them...
you perchance met an Almain around here? The damned fool got himself dragged off by Morgan. I am on an important mission for Templar Julius Mavern. You sent me to recover an art of things haven't gone entirely to plan. I got stuck in Mel. Would you help me out for a bit? I'll pay you for your time. I'm afraid I don't. Only that it is small and easy to carry. Great. First, please, Deod was carrying it when he was captured. I'll meet you at the entrance to Bunloch. Deod was carrying it. I dragged him off to the north.
To stand against Tirnoch? Strike her down and salt the earth of her grave. Nothing may live lest Tirnoch commands it. Try as you might, struggle as you will, you are deluded. Yes, but death as you define it means little to us. Soon she will be born into this world. Until one night, when nature changed its course, and Gadflow, like an errant thread frayed from the weave, took the crown from Mathon's head. "A joke," he said. "A joke." And the court swayed in laughter. For Gadflow's was often like the mockingbird, with many calls, but none of his own. He placed the crown upon his head, and smiling, took a crimson sword. He betrayed the Fae with a swing of his newfound freedom.
Greetings, traveler. The Mergen numbers. Now we can press forward. Take this. It's not much. Take heed out there.
Excellent. You found my pack. A shame about poor Deod. I'll meet you inside, and we'll begin our search for... I'm heading to meet me inside, and we'll...
The Tuatha have brought war to the Winter Fae. They bring us all into this conflict and turn the Court of Winter into some engine of war. But the House of Sorrows would not join. They resisted. They were the sole embodiment of all winter.
The artifact will be in the light. You lead, I'll follow. We need to find the artifact. Not there. Doesn't look like we'll be able to get it all. Here is your reward. As promised.
Ulfro's voice has fallen silent in this land. The Tuatha, we owe you much. Our eyes are opened and our blades unsheathed. Cluricon is won. We are now free to press forward. And I can take you to an old friend who knows the next step. Yes, we will take you to his filthy tower on the island of Danister. I would like nothing more than to let him rot there. But there will be more danger on the path ahead. Take these blades to prepare for whatever... Far to the southwest, there is a darkened tree by the Caelid coast. Meet Aelin Shear will be waiting there. She was most insistent to join in whatever business you... Meet me at the Caelid coast. We will meet again at the shadowed tree of the Caelid coast.
Journal. Let me... He speaks of a brother in a place called the Icebrine Cove. Thank you, champion. This book has brought me some small measure of peace.
So two are dead, and Herc still lives. That is good. Still, I owe you much. Take this gold. Farewell.
prattling of a madman alone, could you? This is my sanctum, trespasser. You couldn't possibly understand the work I'm doing here. I fear I will need to kill you now. Perhaps the process will provide some insights into your unique power. Don't you see? The Physiology of the Mortal Races is a book we've barely begun. You couldn't possibly understand. I take these young men and women and magic is changing, and so are those who wield it. I am merely bold enough to look and learn the how and why. You do not wish to challenge? Well, that arrangement could be beneficial. In exchange, I want you to silence the nuisance who led you here, as a statement of commitment to our new partnership. How tiresome you brutes can be. Ooh, this will...
She's dead, isn't she? The moment she passed, the clouds surrounding... What a wretched woman. Who knows how long she's been here, praying. Seems I named you well, Scarecrow. I cannot thank you enough for what...